That dude said, I'm not gonna live. Huh. Did not expect that. Hmm. Don't fall. Bone in hand. Bear down. Nothing in my pocket that can fall out. All right. We're good. Welcome to another session. Fishing in my backyard. Afternoon edition. Hey, what's going on, Mac? I think this is a good spot to stop us anywhere. Let's work out, y'all, right there. All right. What's good? What's good? Instead of bass fishing, I am gonna try to see if I can catch crappie like I had this morning. That's what I'm working with here. Get that cleaned up, and then this is what I got. The question is, can we catch a fish with this? So I'm in North Carolina on the East Coast, and I'm fishing in my backyard. Dang it. This pond is in my neighborhood right behind my house. Dante, awesome. I love hearing that. I'm just a dude trying to make it out here, live. Trying to fish, man. One day at a time. Here, once I get this settled in. All right. Rebecca, I'm feeling great. Hope you're feeling well. It's Wednesday. Had a nice fish on this morning, but it popped off right as I got to the edge of the boat. Ah, well, congratulations. Well, I'm happy for your nuptial. Got my adult beverage. All right, let's see if we want to do a bob. Let's do a bobber, guys. Float, see what happens. Now here's the tricky part. This boat's not big enough to be doing all kind of crazy movement, so I gotta make sure I'm not doing anything crazy where I'm gonna drop my phone, because that's a quick way to end your stream. I learned that 2 Fridays ago. Shoot, I really need to get an easier float than this thing here. Come on, there we go, one side done. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this locked in real quick, guys. Needs my undivided attention. And then I also need to make sure I don't hook myself. All right, we got it. So I got a curly tail jig head with some crappy nibbles on it. Smells delicious. And we're in the paddle boat. Let's see what this is hitting on. Welcome back, Greg. It's almost like you never left. I try to get myself comfortable here, but not too comfortable where I'm gonna drop my phone in the water, yo. All right, this is really weirdly close to me, so I'm gonna cast this out a little bit. I really need like a cane pole. That would be amazing. We're just drifting, y'all, and letting the Mother Nature carry me where it needs to carry me, but hopefully get a fish while we're doing that. All right, Sonia, well, welcome to the channel. All I do is fish or share boating content. So if you're new here, I fish here in my backyard every day. This is my second time going at it, and once in a while, at least I try once a week, if not twice, to make it to the beach to go fishing, whether it's on the Carolina skiff or like yesterday we fished at the dock just because there wasn't enough daylight when we were able to get out there. But my homie managed to catch two nice reds that weren't keepers, but still it was nice to see that kind of fish hit on a fresh shrimp, because normally you get like pinfish that be crushing you. I think something might be messing with it, or maybe my eyes playing tricks on me. Might be my eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, but appreciate y'all hanging out with me in my backyard. Technically it's not my backyard, but like my house is right there off in the corner there. I can throw to the pond that's right behind the retention pond. Just gonna sit back, enjoy Make Ultra. I can drink responsibly back here. When I'm on the skiff, it's a little different because I do have my captain certification, so don't want to get popped unexpectedly. Risky, what up? Nice. I can't even tell you what the dinner plan other than I gotta take a kid to soccer. And if you haven't noticed, I have a kid that does soccer like 4 days a week, and then technically it's 5 days if you count beach on the weekend on Sunday. And then I play soccer in adult league on Wednesdays. Oh, where's Anya? Okay. No, I just threw out. I'm just keeping it casual, not really trying to work it here. Power bait on a small, crappy jig head. I got the bobber on it right now. See if that will give me anything. But we're just drifting out. Stone Bass Player 6. What's up, England in the building? Alright. See if I can get by this bank here. We're gonna try for a little bit. I'm gonna do like 30 minutes with the bobber. Nothing happens. I'll switch it. I'll take it off and just straight bottom fish. Still trying to figure out how to navigate this paddle boat here. Especially if I try to put it in reverse. Alright, if I'm reversing left, I go left. Reverse right, I go right. It's the opposite when I go forward. Okay. Yeah, I work from home. But my home's not too far away from where I fish. Like, my home is there. So, that's why I'm always out here. I only do like 2 hours a day, honestly. That's not a lot out of, 24-hour day. I really should be doing it longer, but we'll see how that works out when daylight savings kick in. And that means I have to start a little bit earlier. Well, not really, but I don't have that much time in the evening then to fish. Unless I have a headlamp, which I do have one. But it's hard to film with your GoPro in the dark. Unless you got some kind of lighting. It just doesn't work. I don't have that kind of production quality yet. So yeah, just sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink. That's my guy here. Don't knock it if it's the only thing you got in your fridge. Do a little bit of fishing, then I got my game at 8:30. Hopefully we get a dub, but I'm playing goalie, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm more of a field player, but I play where they need me. Getting ready to go on vacation next week, so I'll be on a little hiatus, but I'll be back. Come on. So for the regulars that are on here all the time, I didn't just up and disappear. I'm just taking a little break. Come on, y'all. Something hit this. The other day I caught a bass. It's like the opposite of what I want to catch. Catches on my bait. Like this morning I had a crappie, a nice size crappie. throwing a Texas rig and a worm. Not what I would have expected. I'm trying to think where. I know it's a nice place. I'm home, but home is North Carolina, and this is in my back. This is in a residential area behind my house. I could throw a fishing line out, and hit the retention pond that's connects to this bigger pond here. Like I said, I'm gonna give you about 30 minutes on this bobber, and then I'm switching it to no bobber. Just don't have any faith in this. What's up, Ian Ramos? Hope I said that correctly. Is that what you're looking for? Ian's in the building, people. All right. How's it shallow there? That's crazy. No, I didn't catch any yesterday. I fish every day. Every day. As long as the weather allows me to. The rain makes it a little bit of a challenge just because, I probably could fish with my phone. These phones are a little more taller, a little more water resistant than it used to be. I caught a crappie today, but what I'm realizing is I need a net to get them. I can't flip them into this paddle boat without losing them, because once I get it out of the water, they jump off. But I'm gonna count it as a fish. This is day 4 of actually catching a fish. I've gone like 5 days not catching anything back here. And then we went did a little saltwater fishing at the dock. My homie caught a nice size red. They weren't keepers, but still, redfish on shrimp. I'll take that. It's not the norm, I'll tell you that. Yeah, you can catch me on here like 8:30 in the morning. If with daylight saving, I might push it up a little bit. That way I can just fish a little bit longer if I get up that early. And then I usually fish after. Thanks for the sub, Ian. Appreciate that. I usually then get on like after I get the kid from school. So around like 4:30, I was actually trying to catch some live bait. I caught one bluegill and nothing else in the cast net. So I was like, screw it. But I did try. Using a different bait. But I was just saying, once I get some fishing rod holders on here, I can bring a couple more poles that I can use. Right now, I'm just limited to one. No, this is not a lake. It's like a pond, but bigger. It used to be a bigger pond till they start building houses back here and they made it smaller. But this is just right in the neighborhood. As you can see, like there's houses along the water here that backs up to it, but there's nothing behind it. Behind the wood line is a creek. So I'm hoping. I know I said I was gonna fish with this bobber for like 30 minutes, but the bobber is not. I've never caught anything with this thing on. Plus, it would help if I actually had bait too. So let's. I'm gonna take this off. I know I said I'd give it 30 minutes, but I lied. I'm impatient when it comes to freshwater fishing in general. All right. Let's put this here on the side. So I got this curly tail here. And I have some power bait. And this is what I'm using. These little crappy nibbles. The bobber's off now. Let's see if we can get just go to the bottom and see if we can get something there. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Shoot. Just dropped one of these stupid things. Some days this stuff cooperates, and other days it doesn't. Damn. It keeps falling off. What am I doing? Alright. What I don't want to do is sit on one of these damn things. We're just gonna put you there in the little cubby here. Alright. Bell open. Are we in the bottom yet? It's weird, this pond's like not that as deep in some parts, but not in others. This is just a Shakespeare. It's called the Amphibious. This is one of my kids' rod. I had this thing for decades when they used to like fishing. They tend not to be into it anymore. The other day I caught a freaking eel out here. I guess when I looked it up, it's called an American eel. And then yesterday I caught an actual eel. I was like, I just want to catch a fish. No, this is nah, it's just in a neighborhood. No golf course. I'll show the setup in a minute once I'm make my rounds here jigging. I hope it doesn't rain. Looks a little overcast on the right side. See how dark the clouds are ahead of me. Yeah, I don't know if I feel the jig. We're just gonna get it out there. Just see if something latches on. And the water's there's barely any wind, so for the most part it's pretty calm out here. Like if I'm drifting, it's not because I'm trying to drift, it's because assuming there's a little bit of a slight current. But yeah, this here again, this is like a 5 foot maybe. Let's see if I can find it on this normal inside here. 5.6 feet, medium action rod, 2-piece. But Usually I'm out here bass fishing, trying to catch the next big bass. That hasn't happened yet. I like to think so, Mr. D.A. Harris. What's up, Christina? Is that a fish? That's a fish, y'all. See what I tell y'all? You saw that, right? As soon as I get into the boat, pop off. That was a little largemouth bass, though. Again, story of my life lately. See if we can do it again. I need a net. That's what I need. But this boat doesn't have the accommodations for that right now. This is what I'm using, curly tail, a little jig head, nothing fancy. Picked it up at Walmart. I try to pick up 1 or 2 things every time I go in there. Stock the collection. Gotta start somewhere. The issue is I also saltwater fish, but that's a lot of stuff. That's not even including if I get into like really like deep water fishing, like that's a whole entire different game. A lot more expensive. Between gear and fuel. Even when you got friends that have boats that can go the distance too, it's gonna cost you, and you may not even catch a fish. All right, we're back at the bottom now. But y'all saw that fish was how I had it on. I reeled it in. Either I'm about to reach down the water and grab it or something. I don't know. That's like the 3rd time this has happened. So the bluegills I've been able to get on the boat. It's just the bass and crappie are the ones that are like, Yeah, I will in a second. What's up, Germany? So yeah, got a beer. It's a, I believe it's like a +10 for your lure. Someone had said the other day, so that could be the reason why. What I'll do is I'll paddle around. I don't want to take my phone out of the harness. I dropped my phone 2 Fridays ago, so I'm trying to be very, very careful. I was actually live streaming, and I went to set the anchor. My tripod toppled over. Excuse me, because I was on the other boat before I got this one here, and yeah. I tried magnet fishing it out. That didn't work, so luckily I was eligible for an upgrade. Not a good feeling. Believe it or not, that's the 2nd time I dropped my phone being on a boat. You'd think I would learn my lesson, but here we are on the boat again, fishing. All right, we're gonna put this here. Sit that there. Let's see if I can take this off. Let's see how I did this. I put it in the other way. That's the problem. All right. So, as I'm drifting, this is the pond. I dropped my phone somewhere around there, off that point, like kind of out in the middle. But let's see if I can pedal myself around here. See where the blue boat's at. That fence is my backyard. And then along that middle peninsula, there's like another retention pond there that I'll fish out of. And then you have all this here. So then behind the wood line, there is a creek that meets the Cape Fear River eventually, that intersects with the Intercoastal Waterway. And so we got some alligators out here. I think they're gone for the season. Haven't seen it for the past couple of days. So I want to say it's probably like 10, 12 feet maybe in some parts. Not all the way around, but some of the parts of the pond. I think where I'm at right here is pretty deep. But again, no more than 10 to 15 feet. So like, what is it? So yeah, like every day I'm out here just again because it's convenient. There's like 4 other retention ponds that you can fish out of. I just haven't made the time to walk there. We'll try it. I see a kid walking back behind the woods. I'm assuming he's trying to go fish back there, which I didn't know. I mean, I guess there is a creek if the water's up high enough, but I wonder what he's doing. I'm being nosy. And then, what else we got here? We got, and like Sunday I went surf fishing. My kid practices at the beach sometimes, so then got to surf fish for like 2 hours. And then yesterday evening, around like 6:30, got to go to the dock and fish. And managed to catch a couple of decent fish. Let's get this thing. All right, we got 1 fish so far. See if we can change their mind again. We got some big carps out here. I never got around to look and see if I had like canned corn in the house. I had a little bass on. It popped off earlier. I forget what the mark was when it happened. This paddle boat makes it really easy. Yeah, but do me a favor, double tap the screen. Throw me a like. Ooh, fish, y'all. Fish. Was a fish. Must have been tiny fish. Dang. That was a nice little bite. I wonder if I got pickpocket. It's nice. Weather's been... It's like a cool 80, actually. That definitely was a bite. I'm just working it now slowly back to me. Tucker was good. I'm just working this little tiny jig head back to me. See if I can cover a bunch of area this way while using my power bait. I appreciate it. Thank you. Try to make the best of it. Like I said, I only I'm out here every day just because, again, it's like it's behind my house. It's a matter of convenience. If I lived by the water at the beach, I would be out at the beach every day if I could. It just costs a little bit more money to do that. Like, we got a few piers that I want to fish off of. The closest one's Curry Beach to me. But you can't park there until, parking's free after 6 o'clock. But then you gotta pay $8 and you only can bring one pole. No, this is all natural. No stocking here. The only thing that's stock is carp, just to help with the vegetation management around the pond, but that's the only thing that was put in here. Everything else is Mother Nature did his thing. Because I'm pretty sure we would never put no stinking eel in this water here that I caught the other day. Logan, North Carolina. This boat here is this paddle boat is my boat, but I leave it out here by the pond so everyone can use it. Just think of it as a community boat. I picked it up for free. They were getting rid of them at Carolina Beach for whatever reason, and they had a bunch of them. They actually had a 4-seater one, but I didn't feel like throwing that all in the back of the truck, so, because it had a bunch of barnacles on them, and I don't know if you ever mess with barnacles, but they will scratch up everything, so the 2-seater is just fine. And then that's my neighbor's boat that he keeps back here that anybody can use if they got a paddle. He does have a trolling motor for it, but I don't think it's the battery's not holding its charge right now, so no one's been using it. I've been using it, but believe it or not, that's the boat I lost my phone. And then I have a And then I have a Carolina Skiff, 21-foot Carolina Skiff Ultra Elite that I keep in a wet slip down at Carolina Beach that we'll take out. Now, this is the only pole I can bring. This is not a big boat. There's not a lot of space to negotiate with. I don't have a place to hold anything on here. When I get back from the vacay, I definitely will be adding like 4 fishing rod holders on here. Believe that. I had a bass on for a minute until I got to the boat, and I can't flip it in. There's not enough room on this thing, so I need a net or reach down in the water and grab it that way. Oh, this wind is pushing me now. Damn. Just do it. You'll figure it out. That's what I'm doing. Yep, basically if I lose it, game over. Like, there's a little cubby on here that I could probably put like my tackle bag in, but I'm trying to, less is more. This is just a 5-foot, it's a 5.5-foot spinning combo 2-piece kid rod. It was once my kid. It just sat in the corner, so I just set it up to use for myself. No need to buy new stuff when you got old stuff that you can use. No, I never caught a whale before. Biggest is a 27.5-inch flounder I caught. That was fun. And I got to keep it because it was in season. Don't tell my bait just flew off. 2,000's not bad. It's not bad at all. I caught a bluegill in the net, cast net, but it was just one. I couldn't catch any other live minnows. It's always nice when you can keep something and then eat it later. I don't keep anything out of here. Um, just a, that's just a personal preference of mine. But when I do saltwater fish, I do. No, I got here like 4:30, usual time. The work will always be there. No obsession. I'm just obsessed with fishing. I think it's a big difference. And here, there's bass in this water, so I think it's relative to where you're fishing at and what you're fishing for that makes you either be obsessed with it. I live by the beach. I could just as easily be obsessed with saltwater fishing. It's a balancing act. It's a balancing act here. I want to be obsessed with catching blue crabs right now. I can't tell how many YouTube videos I watched of people catching blue crabs. And I've been trying to find videos of people catching stone crabs because I'm obsessed with trying to catch those because they're in season. We can harvest them now. And we have them here in North Carolina off the East Coast, so which is pretty cool. Because I don't think there's ever a world where I'll pay $25 for a pound of stone crab claws. I can't even tell you how many claws that would be. Definitely not enough at $25 a pound. That's crazy. All right, Nolan, peace. Just the one. Come on. I'm sure I'm due for another fish soon. Let's see if I can get by this bank here and try to work the throw it by the bank and work backwards. Yeah, I got a late game. That's an 8:30 game tonight. Trying to look for our first win. Oh, I would love to catch a tuna. I think at some point when I have a little bit of a whatever I want to do with money, I'm definitely going to try to enter some fishing tournaments. The really big one that everyone gets, that's here at least in North Carolina, is the Big Rock. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or seen this in Moorhead. That draws all kinds of, like, the purse is massive, like several $1,000,000. You'll catch it, Michael Jordan and his team out there. Was even funny. It just was pure coincidence. I was in Orlando like in July, and it just happened to be the same week that they had the big fish convention, like fishing brand stuff. And if I was a little better prepared, I probably would have went to it, but I didn't feel like shelling out like $250 for entry to go to the exhibit hall to see the stuff. But it was pretty cool how they had everything set up. I'll definitely try to do it next year. And you're out in Texas, right? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. My memory's not failing me yet. Okay. Yeah, I can keep the heat. I'm over it. I just want to be like this, but sunny. The water temperature is like 75, which is like perfect. So it's not like soup getting in, still refreshing. Well, I appreciate that. I'm still trying to find my way with this. At 41, trying to do this here. It's definitely very new to me. But I do like it, man. I do like it. Yeah, definitely not in a rush. If you come here to see me slay a bunch of fish, we're not there yet. This is gonna be a process, a journey that we will share in if you hang out long enough. But I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out each and every day. It's the 1% rule. Always be better. I mean, the rule of thumb is you need 10,000 hours to be an expert. I'm the furthest from that when it comes to fishing in general, but we're gonna put in some hours. Do it. Don't let anything stop you. So right now, like my channel, I'm kind of like changing it. Obviously, if you've been on, you see like I have like gardening stuff because like I love gardening. And I feel like they do mesh, but I'm 100% focusing with the fishing here, and then eventually I'm gonna transition, have a different channel where it's just my gardening stuff. And the cool thing about it is fresh fish, fresh veggies. Like it's something to be said when you can catch your food and grow your food and make yourself a nice meal. But they're both relaxing. It's very stress-free. And I'm fortunate enough where I live, I have access to, I mean, it might be a little different if I had to go different places to try to fish as often as I needed to. But this is my home basically, and then I live by the beach. It takes me 10 minutes to get to the beach. Some people it takes hours. Like I have friends that gotta drive like 2 hours to get here. And on top of that, I got a captain's license. I can do charter. So, that's kind of built in if people want to book fishing trips with me, or if they want to go just for a boat ride down the waterway, whatever. And then, and if we can't make it on the boat, there's always going on the surf fishing. Like, there's just endless possibilities. So I'm 100% locking it in. You ain't gotta talk to anybody, man. You gotta find what works for you. I don't mind. I love the engagement. It helps kind of validates what it is I'm doing. I'll admit there might be some days where I'm like, yeah, I just want to fish. Maybe I just don't want to say anything, just sit back and relax. But you gotta do what works for you. I mean, there's plenty of live streams I'll be watching, and it's just a pole chilling. I mean, so like I said, I have a charter business and 6-pack license. I can take up to six passengers out, for whatever you want to do. Not that I would take 6 people fishing. That would be kind of crazy. But I had saw somebody that does charter for like surf fishing, which is, it's kind of wild to think about, but still pretty cool considering like they were able to start a business and they do lives, and they're just taking people on the beach and helping them show how to fish. And like people do camps like that, and it's the easiest thing if you know what you're doing. And even then, you don't have to be like an expert. Am I like the best captain that ever lived? No. I definitely don't have the experience in terms of just how long I've been doing it, but as long as it's safe and you have fun and it, creates some kind of memory for whoever's on it, I've done my job. And I promise you, anytime anyone gets out there, they're like, oh, they have a good time and they want to do it again. So that's the biggest thing. No. I'm about to re-up on this. We only had a couple bites. Kind of drifting the bottom right now. Usually my charters are like at a minimum like 2 hours, and I charge $300 for 2 hour. Whether, and again, there's some flexibility. It was just a weird season too. I don't know if it's because of just people being a little tighter with the money. I don't know, but I would love to get to a spot where I can just do it on if I have other ways to offset the costs and people don't mind, like, if I'm filming or whatever, then it's not a big deal, because I don't really charge the price I could charge, just because there's people that live here that don't even get the opportunity to go to the beach. They've lived here all their lives and don't get to experience our waterways like I get to do at any time I want to. And like, it costs a lot of money. Like, it costs like $35 a park at the beach. It's just I mean, plenty of people do that, obviously, but still, that's just, if it's $35 a park, and you got other things you need to pay for, you ain't doing it. You ain't going to the beach. And then you got Fort Fisher. That's free. That beach is free parking. But that can get really crowded. And it's at the furthest end. When you have Topsail, Riceville Beach, Carolina Beach, Curry Beach, all those beaches before you get to Fort Fisher, but it will cost you money. Now, there's other beaches in, like, in Brunswick County, but that's too far. That's too far away for me to try to even. I don't need to go that far to try to get to a beach. Let's see if we can get by this bait that's swimming here. Yeah. I'm glad these kids are not good golfers, yo. They're hitting drivers hitting golf balls. Nothing. I only caught one fish that you saw earlier. Nothing yet. Nothing else. It was getting close to closing time. I do got some other responsibilities. No, actually, the cost is a little bit higher, actually, just from my research. I mean, I think it depends on the type of guide you might be looking for. If it's a specific type of targeting fishing that you're trying to do. I think the type of boat that you might be on, like mine is a center console, but I have like a 150. Most I do inshore. If you're looking to do offshore, you can do 4 hours, but again, you got to cover the fuel costs if someone's rocking like dualies on their boat. This fuel is expensive. Right. So partly what I do, my charters called Out East Island Charters. I don't really focus necessarily on the fishing aspect of it. It's something that I can provide if somebody wants to do it, but the emphasis is like, if you just want to have fun and like just keep it casual, I'm definitely the person you want to book with. But if you're like, hey, I want to go fishing, I want to catch redfish, like I need you to put me on redfish, right? Then I'm gonna be like, call this dude down the street. It'll be a better option, because people get weird if they don't catch. Like, it's called fishing for a reason, but people really take it to another level. And it's weird too when you take somebody's money and you don't catch fish. That's just, I ain't trying to have all that pressure on me. Not to say that I don't catch fish, like, don't get me wrong, like, I put a link to one of my fishing playlists. I catch fish. Back here, that might be a little different. I'm still figuring it out, but saltwater, oh no, I put in work there most of the time. There are times where I do get, things can be a little slow, but I think $300, I feel like it's pretty reasonable with the size boat and it being a center console as opposed to like a pontoon. But I'm pretty chill with it. Like I said, I try to get a read on what people want to do and then make recommendations based on that. It's not a money grab by any means. Because like I said, I just gotta get you on the boat and you'll have a great time. I never had anyone be like, this sucks. Unless they like got seasick, but we don't go out in the ocean like that. We stay, I stay inshore, and we go either island hopping or, pull up to the north end, Masonboro, and see what we can get on. But what's cool about the Carolinas, we got the fish species is pretty, there's a lot. that you can catch inshore, and then when you go to near shore fishing, that opens up a lot more fish that you can catch. And like right now, just like freshwater fishing, the bite's about to turn on. Like the cooler what temperature is gonna increase the fish activity all around. Yeah, fishing pole, bait. I provide everything. I give ice, water, and depending on the situation, I can clean the fish. So it's I like think it's full service, and it's just laid back. Yeah, nice, nice. That's a pretty big fish. I just think about like 4 pounds is big. I'll show you around. This is not a kayak; it's a paddle boat, but I'll show you. What time is it? 5:37. All right, I got a little bit of time. So this here is the paddle boat that I'm on. We got the rudder that I steer with, and then it's a dually here. And then we got a little cup holder or a container, and then I got a cup holder, 2 cup holders. But this was free 99. Got it after seeing it on Facebook. So like my buddy Abe, who like he fished, but like he doesn't do saltwater fishing like that. But he's he's definitely trying to pick it up. So, but my man caught 2 reds yesterday. Like 2 reds. I caught a croaker, a pinfish. If you know what pinfish are, they're the worst. And then I caught an eel. And when I saltwater fish, I'm trying to catch something to keep. Like I'm never going out there like, oh, let me just see what I might catch. Like I'm always picking up ice because the intent is let's get something on the boat or something we can get in the cooler to keep. So, but now I was pretty hyped that he caught. It was kind of bittersweet. I wish it was me, but my man, he did work though. Just wish they were keeper size because a redfish has to be like 18 to 27 inches. And you can only keep one here in North Carolina. There's all this bait swimming around me now. That's nice. Well, congrats on the PB, man. Y'all saw that, right? I don't know nobody saying there's no fish here when this fish just literally just jumped right in front of me with this bait. I wonder where my family's at. No one's looking for me. These kids are crushing golf balls into this lake here. That's another thing too. I'm pretty sure there's like thousands of golf balls. I've been living here for like 15 years. I definitely hit hundreds and hundreds of golf balls. So not only is a fishing area, fishing ponds, a driving range. This wind's just pushing me, y'all. I'm just doing a loop-de-loop. Yeah, once I get working on some stuff that's gonna allow me to for my habit here. The issue with fishing is like there's always something else you can get, more fishing gear. And someone suggested having like a bass fishing tackle bag. I was like, that's pretty smart. Then I have to have all my like fresh saltwater stuff mixed together. But then it's just one more thing that I gotta figure out. And I definitely need more fishing rods. I mean, for the amount of stuff people tell me I need to throw, you gotta have like, what is it? I need a top water. I need a chatterbait. Need a spinning bait. Need a frog. There's always. Who has time to be tying these different things on? I definitely don't. I'd rather have fishing bowls I can like switch out very easily. Come on, fish. All right, well. Other than the one bass that we got to the boat, and a couple of bites, nothing was hitting. That's crazy to me because they're like everywhere, I feel like. But same here in North Carolina. Guys, I got a fish. Oh, damn. I had a fish. All right, I was about to get off, but we're gonna see if we can see this through. We're gonna see if we can see this through. Come on. Let me get myself back in the game here, y'all. And then I might get pushed up against this tree here, but that's okay. There's no snakes hanging off of it. I feel pretty good about that. But I'm very close to getting my channel monetized, which would be a pretty cool milestone, because then, like I said, I can hopefully start earning some money with this, and then I don't have to use my real money for my fishing. That's not gonna work, Tim. Let's open your wrapped around, that's why. Dang. You won't be able to cast nothing doing that. Okay, we're gonna get turned around here and cast off this point. All right. Straight ahead. Hayden, thanks for the sub. No, there isn't any. That's what I'm saying. That's the last thing I want to see. This one's got me all going weird. Oh, I got caught on the limb. These things do not stay on for nothing. That's one thing about this power bait here. You gotta be prepared to go through them. Smells like it Smells like it's delicious. Okay. Okay. We're off to the left side of me. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I appreciate the sub, man. Alright, we can kinda... I'm gonna try to just paddle backwards and see if I can get something that, as I jig the bottom, might latch onto this jig head here. Alright, Joseph, no pressure. I don't mind the challenge. My God, dude, this... Sometimes this will do a full circle, and other times it will just... Like I'm paddling like a death circle in this damn thing. Alright. I like the challenge. See what happens. I'm on the clock. I do best when I'm under pressure. That dude just crushed that ball. With the... Come on, fish. Fix my drag. Definitely have a hard stop at 6 o'clock anyways. Sorry I had that pressure. Come on. Alright, cast to the right only, or to the left only, then to be facing the wrong way. Alright, let's see. I don't even need that. I don't even need the entire 15 minutes. I'm gonna catch them before that. Just bring some water or a beer, something to hydrate. Did I get robbed here? Nope, I did. Let's get it back out of there. By this tree here. It's all good, man. I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind the challenge. North Carolina. On the east coast of North Carolina. This fish is not where I expected to be. That would be the western part of the state that got crushed by Hurricane, I think, Helena. Um, all right, struggle. Yeah, but I'm on the East Coast, so yeah. Oddly enough, yeah, we had a little bit of rain, but was not affected as bad. I would have never thought the mountains would have gotten would got hit like that with a hurricane. It's just crazy. I know it's wild to think. Like, there's places that I've we visit with friends and family, and just to think that either it's like underwater or just friends that can't get a hold of their family members or friends that are in the area. It's just crazy. And what's even wilder is, like, a week before that, Carolina Beach got like record rainfall. Like it wasn't even a named storm. It just was Carolina Beach was underwater. Well, I'm trying to catch crappie, but I caught a bass with my crappie nibbles. I've yet to catch a crappie with this. It's like opposite. When I fish for crappie, I catch bass. When I fish for bass, I catch crappie. That was this morning. All right, Southern Cal. I don't know. Something about the ground shaking. Unexpectedly doesn't sound appealing to me. I feel like with a hurricane, you can at least, it's a little more predictability, whereas an earthquake just be like, we just had an earthquake. It registered this much on the Richter scale. Yeah, I don't know. Earthquakes and tornadoes. I just had a hit there. I got 10 minutes. I just had a bike too. As soon as you said that, put me on the clock like this. All right. Oh, that's peaceful. Damn. All right, I guess. Yeah, I just don't know if I would. How I feel about earthquakes. I lived through plenty of hurricanes. Too many to name a few. Big category 1s. Category 5. No, I'm in just a paddle boat, so I have a limited space here, so I make some modifications to it with adding some fishing rod holders to it, and maybe like a little crate that I can put gear in. I had another hit, y'all. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't you do it. Don't you flip off. Don't flip off. I'm trying to be safe because y'all can't tell how many times I flipped the fish off my line. All right, Joseph. That, my friend, is a sub. This dude swallowed the hell out of this thing. All right, let's see. I might be able to get that. Or not. That's Come on, bro. Now I'm trying to get this thing out of this dude's mouth. He got it good. All right. I got it. I'll show it. All right, y'all. It's not a monster, but it'll do. Let's see if I can get him. He swam off. All right, Joseph, I appreciate that, man. I don't know if I like that pressure, though. I did it under the time, too. All right, y'all, but I'm going to go on a high note here because anytime I try to push it, that's when I start making mistakes. Plus, I got to stretch. I got an 8:30 soccer game before I need to warm up for. I know. That's like bonus. I know. Like I said, going on a high note here. Exactly, Keith, exactly. But I'll be back tomorrow morning. Same time, 8:30-ish. Same place. And thank you. And then I'll might try to fish for some bass. I might get on this thing again, I don't know. Or I might just fish from the bank. Undecided. I really should try to take the big guy out there. I might even try to do that too. But that requires me to bring the paddle. Appreciate it. I gotta play goalie, so I don't know how good of a game is gonna be, considering I'm more of a field player than goalie, but you gotta do whatever's gonna help the team. But like I said, y'all, I'll be back. This was a nice little pickup, y'all. Makes it a little bit easy to fish. But thanks for hanging out, and it is hard. You think you don't have to run a lot because you're in the goal, but it's work. But yeah, you see, like there's no room for nothing. I gotta take some things out of here and modify it. Yo, Anthony, I gotta dip off, man. I've been on for a while. I gotta figure out where my family's at. No one's come looking for me, so that's me. I gotta go look for them. But everyone have a nice evening, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. And thanks for hanging out. Till next time. Peace out, y'all.